Hello students, today we are going to start our fifth chapter, Application of Definite Integration from Maths 2. And here again we will revise the definition of definite integration which we have seen in the first video of previous chapter. That means definite integration as a limit of sum. Let's revise that. This is xy plane, and if we will consider the curve, this is y is equal to fx curve, which is continuous in the closed interval AB. So here we will consider this is x is equal to A and x is equal to B. We will draw the lines, and hence the definite integration of this function fx with respect to x from A to B is nothing but the area under the curve. This area which is bounded by this curve x-axis, line x is equal to A and x is equal to B. And in the previous chapter we have divided this area into n rectangles, and so this definite integration is nothing but the sum of the areas bounded between A and B. This integration symbol actually came from the letter S. This means nothing but the sum of the areas. Another definition of definite integration we have studied in the previous chapter. If integration fx dx equal to phi of x plus c, then integration of fx dx from a to b is equal to phi of, first we have to substitute upper limit in this answer, phi of b minus, then we will substitute lower limit phi of a. This is nothing but the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. So in this chapter we are going to find the area under the curve by using this definite integral. Let's see now what is area under the curve. To evaluate this, we must know the nature and graph of this curve. So first consider the curve y is equal to fx, which is continuous in the closed interval AB. So consider the xy plane. So this is xy plane, and let this is y is equal to fx curve, and now we will consider this point on x-axis. So let this is x is equal to A and this is x is equal to B, and so we will draw a straight line. This is also line parallel to y-axis, which is x is equal to B, and the area under this curve means this bounded region. This area is bounded between this curve, this x-axis, the line x is equal to A and x is equal to B. So we will consider this area as capital A. So we will denote this A is equal to, we know now this concept, this is the definite integration because here the bounds are A to B, and since y is a function of x, we will integrate with respect to x. So again y means f of x. So here we will write integration a to b f of x dx. We will use this formula and we will find the area under the curve. Now here we will consider second type of curve. So consider xy plane, and now here the curve is of this type. Suppose this curve is x is equal to gy, that means function of y, and then we will consider the points y is equal to c and y is equal to d on y axis. Now draw this line which is parallel to x axis, this, and now area under the curve means this bounded region which is bounded between this curve, this y-axis, line y is equal to c and line y is equal to d. So if this is area A, then it is given by A is equal to integration. Now this is actually x which is a function of y. So here x we are integrating with respect to y, and limits are from y is equal to c to y is equal to d, and this x is a function of y. So here again we will write from c to d g of y, and we are integrating with respect to y. So we will use this formula and we will find the area of this type of curve. Now let's see area between two curves, and for this again we will consider xy plane. This is xy plane, and consider first curve y is equal to fx, and now another curve which is like this. Now this curve is y is equal to g of x, and these 2 points are point of intersection. Let x is equal to a, and this point is x is equal to b, and we have to find out the area between these two curves. So this area is this. If the area of the curve y is equal to fx, here I am drawing, this is x-axis, then this is the area below the curve. Say this is a1, and area below the curve y is equal to gx will be, this curve is like this, and this is x-axis, and these points are here a and b. So here this is a, this is b, so this area is this. Say this is a2, and we have to find out this area. Let this area be a. So we will find out a by subtracting this a2 from a1. So here we will write a1 minus a2, and since area is positive we will write here modulus sign. We will use this formula and we will find out this required area. Now check how to find a1, and we will find this a1 by taking definite integration of this function f of x dx from a to b, then middle sign minus, and a2 we will find by taking again definite integration g of x dx again from a to b, and we can find these limits by solving these two equations simultaneously. Let's see remarks now. This is xy plane, and if the curve under consideration is like this, suppose this is y is equal to f of x, bounded between this is x is equal to a, this is x is equal to b, and so area under the curve will be this. This is the required area. Since this area is below the x-axis, this is negative. So in such case, we will consider the absolute value. So required area A is equal to mod of. Now we will find out this area by taking integration of this function. So here f of x dx, and from a to b. So limits from a to b by this way. Let's check now second remark. This is xy plane, and if the curve under consideration is like this, say this is y is equal to fx, from we will consider this point as a, this is x is equal to a, and this point is b, so x is equal to b, and we have to find out the area below the curve. Now this part of the curve is this, area below the curve will be this, and if we will consider this part of the curve, so area below the curve bounded between x-axis curve and this limit is this, and consider this point of intersection as T. So we have to find out these two areas separately. So let this area be A1, this area be A2, and therefore required area A is equal to A1 plus A2. But check now, this function is below the curve. So this function is less than 0. So this area is also negative. So we have to write here modulus sign. So mod of A1, and then we will add up this A2. This function is above the x-axis, so fx greater than or equal to 0. So this area is positive, so no need to write modulus symbol. So here we will find A1 area by the formula. So A1 means integration of fx dx, and now check the limit from a to t. So here a to t, and again we will find this a2 is equal to again integration of same curve fx dx, but limits are from t to b. So here I will write t and upside b. So first we will find out a1 a2 separately, and then we will substitute in this formula. Let's check one example. Find the area enclosed between this x-axis and the curve y is equal to sin x, where x lies between 0 to 2 pi. So first we will consider this curve y is equal to sin x, and this is y is equal to sin of x curve, and we have to find out the area enclosed between this curve and x-axis, that means this area, and here also between x-axis and the curve. So this is the required area. So we will assume this area as A1, this area as A2, and so required area A is equal to, we have to add up these two areas. But since this curve is above the x-axis, we will consider this area as positive, and here this curve is below the x-axis, we will write in the mod A2. So we will use this formula and find the required area. So first we will find out area A1 and A2 separately. Let's find this A1 area. So A1 is equal to integration. Now this function is sin of x, and limits are from 0 to pi, and d of x. Integration of sine is minus cos. So here minus cos of x, and limits from 0 to pi. So we will write minus sign out, and first upper limit which is cos of pi, middle sign minus, and then lower limit cos of 0, and this is equal to cos pi is minus 1, this minus, and cos 0 is 1, and so minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, minus multiplied by minus 2 is plus 2. So its answer is 2. Now we will find out A2. So A2 is equal to again integration. Check now from pi to 2 pi. So here 2 pi, and this function is sin of x dx. Again same answer, which is minus cos of from pi to 2 pi. Now again we will take minus out and then substitute these limits. And now cos of 2 pi is 1 and cos of pi is minus 1. And again check minus minus plus. So 1 plus 1 2, and so this answer is minus 2. Now check, this curve is below the x-axis, so its answer is negative, but we have to consider positive to find the required area. And therefore required area A is equal to this, and now substitute these values. A1 is 2 and A2 is minus 2. Again mod of minus 2 is plus 2, so final area is 4 square units. By this way we have to find out area between such curves. This is activity example. Find the area enclosed between y is equal to sin x and x-axis between 0 to 4 pi. So consider the curve. So this is y is equal to sine of x curve, and we have to find out the area enclosed between this curve and x-axis. So this is first area. See, this is A1, this is second, this is A2, again this is A3, and this is A4. So we will add A1, A2, A3, A4, so we will get the required area. And so required area A is equal to A1, then we will add up this A2, but this curve is below x-axis, so we will write here in mod of A2, then A3 is positive, and again A4 is negative, so again here we will write mod of A4. Now we will find out separately, but check now, this area is same as A2, same as A3, same as A4. That means these four areas are equal. So in short, we can write this as 4A1. That means we will find out only A1 area and we will multiply by 4. And so again, this is equal to 4 integration. Now A1 means 0 to pi, these limits. Function is sine of x dx. Now integration of sine x is minus cos of x, and limits are from 0 to pi. Take this minus sign out, then 4, and substitute first upper limit and then lower limit, cos of 0, and again this minus 4, cos of pi is minus 1 and cos of 0 is 1. So minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 into minus 4 is 8 square units is the required area of given sine of x curve between 0 to 4 pi. This is our second example. Find the area enclosed between y is equal to cos x and x-axis between the limits, and here we have given these three limits. Here x lies between 0 to pi by 2. In the second, x lies between pi by 2 to pi, and here x lies between 0 to pi. That means to find the third, we have to add this first and second. So let's find what is first one. This is y is equal to cos of x curve, and we know this is origin, this is pi by 2 and this point is pi, and we know cos of 0 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. So we have to find out first one. X lies between 0 to pi by 2, that means this area. So let this area be A1, and so let's find this A1 area. A1 is equal to integration of this function, which is cos of x dx, and limits are from 0 to pi by 2. So here 0 to pi by 2, and again integration of cos x is sin x. So write down here in the box bracket, limits from 0 to pi by 2. Substitute. So first substitute this upper limit. So sin pi by 2 minus sine of this lower limit 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1 and sin 0 is 0, and so this is equal to 1. And since this is area, we have to write unit also, which is square units. So the answer of first one is 1 square unit. Now second, you have to find out area enclosed between y is equal to cos x, x-axis, where x lies between pi by 2 to pi. Now again check this curve. Here this is y is equal to cos x curve, and between the limits pi by 2 to pi, we have to find out this area. Assume this area be A2 and check now. A1 area is equal to A2. These two areas are equal, and A1 area is 1 square unit, and so we can say that A2 area is also 1 square unit. So within one step we will write A1 is equal to A2. Therefore A2 is equal to, since A1 is 1 square unit, A2 is also 1 square unit. Now to find third one, check again this curve. We have to find the area enclosed between this curve x-axis from 0 to pi. That means we have to add up A1 and A2 areas. And so the answer of third one is required area A is equal to, we have to add up A1 plus mod of A2, and we know that its answer is 1 plus 1, and that is equal to 2 square units. Here also we have to write mod of A2, and in this way here we have seen the nature of the curves, and also we have seen how to find the areas, and in the next video we are going to solve exercise.